Hello everyone and welcome back. I've been waiting to make this video for a little while, and I actually made this deck list a couple of days ago, and today they did it. And if you notice by the name, I have not changed it. I called this deck post Leyline ban, which is very ironic because I wanted to film this because I figured in Vegas that this would get banned while I was there. So all my decks and all my videos were going to be edited around cutting Leyline out of the videos, so they're basically rotation safe kind of thing. It's not a rotation, but with Leyline leaving, it kind of feels like that way. So the post here, I have it up on my monitor, basically states, if you don't know or you haven't seen it, it's banned as of October 22nd, 2024. And it'll be banned in best of one. So very cool. And the reason, one of the final things is they have a ban and restricted date, which is December 16th, where they kind of announce a ban and restricted or unbanning or whatever on the 16th of December. And they said, based on the analytics they have, they can't wait till then. They're banning the Leyline immediately. It's not currently banned on the client I'm actually actively playing. It'll be banned at like 4 o'clock today. I just have a lot of recording to get done. So there will be no Leyline matches in the video at all. So we'll basically be playing rotation. Very cool. So outside of that, what we're playing what the mono red deck will typically look like most likely. We don't even bother trying to play this. We can with the Thran portal if it comes up, but we're not really looking to do that. So basically, we are what the red deck does best. We play a Heartfire hero. We look to buff it the best we can, whether that's a Manifold Mouse giving it double strike, putting enchantments on it like Ethereal Armor that buff it really large, and a Monstrous Rage that make it go crazy, and then potentially flinging it at some point, and then using a Shard Mage's Rescue to protect it if need be until we're kind of ready. And in the mirror, we want Sheltered by Ghosts. It's the best card in our deck. My intros aren't going to be too long because I don't have a whole lot of time, and I feel like this deck is pretty self-explanatory. The final note I will add is if you're looking for a deck to craft and maybe you're new to Arena, uncommon or common, all uncommons, 8 rares. So this is why aggro is so popular. There's a lot of budget options here, as you can see. So much to be budgeted out with only 8 rares in terms of creatures in the deck, and then you have these rares over here, which Thran portal could technically be cut if you really want to save on rares. But I feel like if I told you to start, you needed 16, 17, 18 rares total, no mythics, to build an entire 60 on Arena, you would call me a liar, I think. Well, other than that, let's go ahead and dive into games to see what kind of this aggro deck's going to look like post Leyline. All right, well, we go first. Hand's fine. We'll keep. We'll plot that up, and we'll call it a good day. The reason I'm keeping is because I do technically have a turn 1 play, and this looks like Domain potentially. So I know I'll lose a little bit value here, but I think I have to do this. I understand I lose this value. A creature's a little upsetting, of course, but we'll hit for 4. Then we got some good plays to come up. Now this could get virtued or something. We'll see what happens. Now we play this, put it on red, as we need to. We'll move to combat. We'll attack for 3. Do you take the 3 or not? Go for the hero. Take a draw. Nice draw. Yeah, I'll pay 1 life in this match. Now we have 2 little rats. Look at them. They're ready to go, dude. And a Scryland. Okay. Maybe another Edict. Unsure, obviously. Cast, let's target. They might have removal, obviously. Oh, we're in there. Let's go for it, I guess. I don't have a whole lot more waiting that we can do, I think. Okay. Fair enough. Take 7, they're down to 7. And if it's a board wipe, they take 6. There's a Shieldred. And that is going to do it. Unfortunately, Shieldred in this format sometimes is a bit slow. We'll just try to get through it very quickly, and that'll cover it up, and we will do it. Aggro post Leyline. Looking good already. Oh boy. This is one of the weird ones where it feels like the hand might be a bit slow. Probably have better sixes, I think. Like, I even like this more. On land, we don't necessarily need much more than that. Go. So far, 2 games in a row, Ember Heart Challenger is going to be the first creature we set into play, which is an interesting take. The only problem against Orzhov, like the last match, is they play a lot of removal. Golgari just didn't seem to have any. Yes. Gotta play. All right. You don't have to bounce the creature. That is just a thing you don't have to do. No attacks. I know how to hit the no attacks button. Is my challenger dead? Most likely. Yeah. Is dead in one way or the other, I would imagine. Might be playing it, yeah. Gonna be a tough one, especially with no real creatures set down. I'm just gonna move on. A maul, and I didn't really draw any creatures, so you can't really hope to beat that match. All right, we go first. This is now a polar opposite of hand of what we've seen thus far, so we'll keep, I suppose. Well, I think it's probably hero into challenger into this, and maybe a 1-mana spell like a monstrous rage or something would be great. And then we can get buffs off this and then trigger this for free. Hero's a good one to start off with. Imply we're only mono red. Golgari once again. Well, everything changes when the Fire Nation is active. Here, then obviously double strike. We'll attack. That's just 4 damage on turn 2 with a really established board state, so that's pretty cool. Now it becomes this weird game where you have to kill the Manifold Mouse. Or exile, I guess. That also does it. In the air. And we're in. All these creatures. One spell becomes incredibly dangerous. But we'll see. Fair. Now, there's a deadly cover-up potential here, and that is the fear. So I just need to make sure the math works out that they die. So this on this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I just have to abandon the card. I can still get a target here, so oh well, we missed a little bit, but down to 3, and now maybe I just did the math wrong. I don't know. Well, this wouldn't have gotten a counter and wouldn't be as big, right? So it'd have been exactly 3. Yeah, so it'd have still been lethal, but yeah, we get there against another removal deck. If it had deadly cover up, that's why we opted to buff the heroes, because now it's 5 damage. A virtue plus like another removal spell doesn't get him there potentially, but very cool, very cool. Well, I mean, we cannot keep this one more. Sure, I guess. Keep both of these. One will most likely die. The last hand was obviously the best hand I've seen so far, but with only 1 plains. That obviously that argument gets made with like anything, but if it was just 1 mountain, I might have kept it. But a plains and like 5 red cards, I just don't find it justifiable. Go our Gruul, not Golgari. It's a Gruul land. Interesting. Our draws have been good though, which is nice to see. In there. And then now we can look to protect and attack. Pyroclasm. Okay. This is big Gruul. This is a little bit different. We got a spicy boy in our hand. We have the challenger. We'll just hold up protection here. In turn. Whenever another creature control enters, it gets 2 on haste. Whenever it dies, creature control. Yeah, it's fine. My turn. And we hit a land. Huge land hit here. Let's ethereal armor. Hold up our protection while we can, you know. We have a monster trade, so we know what we want to do. This is a flying boy, dude. And I draw a card. And I have a protection spell, so we'll set him to 9, and we have lethal lined up next turn. One of the reasons I haven't been able to play this, but maybe the ban will change that for us. I should bring it up in the intro. I can't imagine I don't. But Brotherhood End, Leyline is banned now. So a card like Enduring Courage can probably find a spot in the meta. It just happened to be us playing post-rotation kind of Leyline. We might as well call it a standard rotation and best of one. Alright, it's worked thus far, so I guess we'll keep another Ember Heart Challenger hand. We might need to just throw this in there while we're at it. We might need to throw this in the ban. I don't know, dude. I just keep finding them white. Sure. Obviously could have removal here. We'll play this one. This has haste and we'll get a free target next turn. I should have played this, by the way. It's a little mistake here. Because if I hit a land by targeting the challenger, I'm going to want to play it from the exile zone to get value. This is sheltered by ghost. This comes in. We don't have a protection spell, so I'm not worried about holding it there. I want the free card. The target matters. Okay. We're already in combat, so it loses a little bit of value here. We're in there. Now, there could be a smite, or double smite would be awful. For sure. Considering I definitely could have held the 1-2 back, I suppose. They give me a fish. My hero. Get the value off this card. 2-3. Temporary lockdown definitely possible, but we can always do this into this with a big aggressive attack. And this is definitely not the worst creature to have under a Leyline binding because of that. Still no protection spell here. Do this. Keep our options open. No, you don't want to do that. Okay, that's fine. Well, there's a land. That gets a counter, and there's that. And we have multiple enchantments, so I'm actually fine with that. Hit for 4 here. 3 targets. Very fun. Again, temporary lockdown, not opposed to. Alright. 2-1s are definitely something. No real trample here. Activate here. Ethereal armor, sure. Sweet. We'll play that land, of course. Well, ethereal armor here. And then I guess it is just get kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? No trample here, which does suck. But I don't want to play into a sunfall if I don't have to. I feel like that's what's coming. We didn't get the luxurious, like... One of the things that happens often in this matchup sometimes... I guess I know about this, but... I'd much rather just draw post-combat here. I can play 4 cards from my hand next turn, maybe 5 depending on what I draw. Yeah, so we just hold. I feel like Sunfall's the obvious situation here. So I don't really feel obligated to commit more to the match. Sure. That's fair. You gonna attack me? Do you feel confident enough in that? The carrot cake. No life to be gained. Alright, what are the odds that my little fishy can get there? And the worst part is it's really, really close. Fishy up. Rise up, little fish. It is your time to shine, dude. All these lands going to be a little upsetting, but we got it, dude. We're in there. This little fish has a plan, dude. Get this thing out of here. Little fish is a thug, dude. You gave me this little guy. This is on you. Oh, it's so close. It's not gonna be lethal though. Get in there, fishy. All right, please don't sunfall me, Smile. I have a fish, and he is the goodest of boys. Look at him. His tail's flapping. He's so excited. He's never been a 10-8 in his life. Oh no, dude. There's no sunfall. I feel like if they didn't have sunfall, they should have wheeled this. Like maybe tap both fountain ports and wheel this thing here to try to find a get lost or something. Well, I mean, if they have a land, I guess too. There's a lot missing and stuff. Or if they just have the answer. Like, what are we doing? Like, are we good? What? My bad, brother. I guess we just have the answer. Also, not a fan of that. Do we draw land and lose? Oh, yeah. Why did that take them so long? I also think they should sacrifice this to scry and make one because they would have gained life instead of playing the other one out. But now they can gain more life. But like, if I had the answer, I had the answer. But yeah, lay down arms was the answer, and we just tanked on it. I don't know. What? Like we're just going to ignore it or something? Okay. No. Okay. Arena, my bad, brother. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry against the 27 land deck that I drew more than them. We go first. Fine, protection. Cool. We're out there. We are out there. Blue, white. Gross. Could have time to play this. Trample, man. Sure. Yeah. I'll strike. Get lost is obviously possible here. Go for a draw here. I know Monstrous Rage is a ton more damage, but I think getting a little extra cards in here will matter a ton. Okay, let me draw. Okay. I will lose the double Elspeth Smite. Like, that's just, it is what it is. There's a good old 10. Actually, I messed up. I could have went for the Rage there, huh? The Rage would have made it larger enough too. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but Monstrous Rage would have, instead of 1, we would have put 3 on, and they would be at 2. Yeah, that's a big swing, huh? Well, no, they'd be at 4. Yeah, big swing, big miss, big whammies. Sure, we'll keep. We're on to play. We have a protect spell on turn 2. It's fine, and our cards are just good, so. Boros lane would be great. Hey, I like one of those. All right. could have a helix or something. I know putting my protection spell down. But at the end of the day, I think if my Manifold Mouse sticks around, they get free targets on the hero. It's just a good play to make. And then now I'll have Monstrous Rage plus the rescue. Oh. Got a torch. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Well, now we got this weird scenario. I have 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, do I have lethal? If I put this on, this has 4 power, and I play this, that's +1, so it'd be 2. It'd be 6. That is a 2. Right? So 4, 5, 6, double strike. Thing. Is that just not worth it? No, it's probably not worth it. I know it's my go, brother. I'm seeing if you're dead, so we don't have to play anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm good. I don't know. I'm really bad at math sometimes. Yeah, because this would have just been an additional 4. Just an additional 4. Yeah. Sure. Huh? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. That works. A double strike. Very cool. That. A little tough in the morning, you know. Am I having fun? Leyline's banned. I'm having a blast, dude. I mean, yeah. We have a really good hand here, so we'll keep. Much rather just cast this for 2 instead of setting it behind, because then that's just 3 damage. Blue white, sure. I get lost could obviously be possible. Soul partition, okay. So I'm gonna do something a little weird here. I'm gonna just play this Shelter by Ghost as a protection spell, because now they can't remove it for 2 turns unless they have a sacrifice, and that just means like good news for us, right? A ruckus. Obviously this ruckus is bait for what we really want to put on the creature, but this is a good old 5er into them. I'll pass. Ooh. Interesting. The eyeball deck. Interesting. They can bounce it, I guess. And they said, wow, the ward's too good. And that was kind of the point. I probably could have Monstrous Raged knowing that they wouldn't have anything. I just thought maybe they had counterspell, because I just thought it was blue-white. Because the only info we had was this and a Surveil land. So I kind of opted to just play around blue-white. Maybe Hottigen's a little more popular than that on Best of One, so maybe I should be playing around this deck a little bit more, but I don't know. I felt like No More Lies was a reasonable thing not to jam my spell into, but opponent goes first. Our hand's a little whack. We gotta like play this, hope it lives, so we can shelter whatever thing we need to, or have protection held up. But I mean, I'm gonna try it. I'll play this. My Monstrous Rage a creature if I'm feeling freaky. Can you imagine? Yeah, it's fun. Oh, it's fun. Yeah. Yes. All right. I hope it's fun. If we just attack, like, I don't know. It's the weird thing of if we attack, it's kind of less implied they'll answer it, but we're probably dead regardless. It doesn't matter. Just the old-fashioned be on the draw simulator. Will they hold their green up? Am I just dead? You have 2 flings, maybe? Or you just kill my creature, I guess. No? Got the lethal? They probably do, right? Double fling? Yeah, sure, man. Nice hand. Nice. They found another one. Sick. My bad, brother. I didn't realize you played your best card in your top 10. Somebody check him. He's stacking. Help. Yeah, I guess we'll keep. Oh. Start off with the planes. Be a little suspicious, you know. Not aggro. I'm not an aggro gamer. I would never be. I would never be an aggro gamer. What do you mean? You have shock in your deck? Boros? Okay, so it's probably Boros then. Like, control. Rakdos. Who are these gamers, bro? Not real. We're holding up the protection spell here. And they know it. Look at them. They're so smart. Yeah? Sure. Here. Combat. Land. Go ahead. Not falling into our brother's hood in. That's kind of where I'm at. Well, this doesn't save that for my brother's hood in either, does it? Maybe this is worth. I don't know. Well, I should put it here so brother's hood in doesn't kill it. I was just like, I was playing around like a go for the throat kind of thing, you know, where it's like interesting. Let's see what we hit. We get 2 draws here. Oh, what a draw, dude. Oh, that's insane. This is insane. Sick. Very cool. We'll move on. All right, so here we are. Oh man, this is hard to look at, huh? Let me just separate it a bit at least. And kind of look at it a bit easier. This is kind of a 1-mana spell. Like a floats in between. But yeah, so this is the deck. This is going to be post Leyline deck. Most likely what we'll see more often than not. Mono red, I think, in general, is just going to have a hard time keeping up with a card like Sheltered by Ghost. So I think we'll see mono red decks typically pivot to this because it's outside of the red cards that you're already playing, which mono red players, for the most part, don't have to spend rares very often outside of the ones that they'll get refunded to them because when Leyline goes, like, it was announced ban today. The patch is happening. I don't know when the patch is going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. These are all common and uncommons. If you're looking for a deck that's aggressive and aggro and you just want to climb ladder pretty quickly, this is definitely a deck to do it. Most likely, you'll do this thing where you'll go like about 50% and then you'll just win a couple of games. And then you'll go about 50% and then you'll win a couple games in a row. And then you'll go 50%. It's like really weird because if you're on the play, this deck's just so hard to beat. But here's all the common and uncommons, and here's the rares. There you go, dude. There you go. Go for it, man. It's not that bad. Like, we have 8 rares in our deck, and these are uncommons, I guess, if you want to be a little bit more into it. I know starting an arena count, commons and uncommons are a little bit tough. But yeah, we're just uncommon type will do. I don't know. It's a very weird deck. But outside of that, I'm prepping for Vegas, so the outro is not gonna be that long. The deck's good. It doesn't play Leyline because Leyline will be banned. It's supposed to be today. It's just not today. But cool. So see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.